Bill McIntosh teaches AI non-stop. Success is his game, marketing's his fame. McIntosh, the marketing ace, follow his lead to the winning place with AI and a clever spin. Join him now, learn to win. Learn his way, don't delay. If you do, you'll make your fortune today.
All right. Hello and welcome to the show. This show is all about how you, as an entrepreneur, can either start a brand new business or take your existing business and grow it to new heights so that you can make the kind of profits that you're looking for to achieve your goals in life. That's the whole point of this show. And of course, I'm your host, Bill McIntosh. And over the years, it's now been well over 20 years, I've been building and growing successful businesses on the internet. And at this point, we've generated over $100 million in revenue across all of my various businesses. And some time ago, I had a realization that it was my mission in life to help my fellow entrepreneurs, people like you and I. I had this realization that we are the drivers of not just the economy and how our societies make money, but how innovation happens, how the culture is pushed forward is largely driven by entrepreneurs. And you can look back through history and you see it time and time again. It's when successful entrepreneurs are thriving, the culture moves forward, the economy does well, and the world wins. And so this is my way of being able to make my contribution to the world. And I do it here on this show. So every week I'm here live and we go over the latest strategies, tactics, and methods to build, grow, and scale to massive heights your business. And we have a live chat going on the broadcast while we're here live. You do need to be a channel subscriber in order to have access to that. So one of the things that we do as I'm doing training, and this week I'll be talking about how courses, that's digital online courses, are vital for anyone to be able to make profit online today. And we're going to talk about how AI is the cornerstone of this, because now anyone from any walk of life can create courses to either get leads and subscribers or make profit online. Even if you're not a guru, you're just an ordinary everyday person. And I think far too many people don't realize that they can make a lot of profit with courses. So we're going to be talking about that today. And I'm going to be doing questions. So if you have any questions about today's content, like to interact with me and my team or my staff, then just give us a subscribe. Tap that subscribe button that you see below the live video link there. That will unlock the chat so that you can chat over there. And also we'll be doing, I'm going to open it up to open questions where you can ask me anything at all about how I can help you, help answer your questions, give you advice as you see it might be useful to help you with your business. So with that, we're going to dive right in. I see a lot of people out there saying hello. So a big old howdy and hello. Yeah, make sure, again, subscribe to the channel. That will unlock the chat and give me a big hello in the chat. And I look forward to hearing from you in there. And then, of course, I got producer Nick helping out today. So he's going to be helping me wrangle the chat and deal with questions and things like that. And yeah, that is our agenda for today's show. Producer Nick, anything else that you can think of before I dive into it?
You almost skipped your joke.
Oh, the dad
ritual.
Yes. Oh, we have a tradition that has started on the show. I pull up ChatGPT and I get it to tell me a dad joke, and then you guys can rate my delivery of this dad joke. So what we're going to do, I'll read my joke. You guys can rate it. Give me a on the dad joke score of 1 being horrible and 10 being amazing. You can rate this dad joke, and then we're going to get into today's content. All right, here we go. What did one wall say to the other wall?
What?
I'll meet you at the corner.
Oh, no.
I love that response. Oh, no. So
Yeah.
How does that score?
Oh, God. That's like a 3.
A 3.
I know, pretty weak. I don't like being a negative guy. I don't like giving out these poor ratings, but I have to keep it real.
Okay. Wow. Okay. Musician gave it a 1. Okay. Yeah. Well, the audience, most of the audience, I think, is agreeing with you. Wanda liked it. I actually like that one, as stupid as it is. But so there we go. There's our dad joke of the day. And one last little bit of housekeeping. I do have a live webinar that I am doing tonight. So it is especially good for those if you're not currently a customer of our PushButton AI software. This would be really, really valuable for you. So I'm going to be doing that tonight. I just want to let everybody know I'll be back live again. You have to register for that free webinar class. So I'm going to be doing a deep dive into how to use AI to make a heck of a lot of money. And if you haven't registered for it, you can register at pushbutton.ai/free class. And producer Nick, if you could pop that link into the chat for me.
Yep.
If you could push it out under my name, and then I'm going to pin it.
All right.
And so again, yeah, we're going to be diving in. I'm going to take from what we're going to talk about today, and we're going to expand it. We're going to talk in detail about exactly how you could use AI to not just build courses, but build insanely profitable businesses. And Bodie's very interested in that. Here, come here, Bodie. You want to come up? Come on up. No, he doesn't want to come up. So you got to get out though. Out you go. You don't go on. Out you go. The home studio, the joys of the home studio. So I get my mascots love to come in and interrupt me. So there we go. So yes, free class. So it's pushbutton.ai/free class. Head over there and check that out. And there we go. Oh, I forgot to go into the studio. I'm like going in a million directions here. Okay, now I'm in the studio and I can pin that comment. Awesome. It is pinned. Okay, so then with that, we're going to get on to it, okay? All right, so the content we're going to be covering today, I have a little presentation and a slide deck that goes with it. And of course, anybody who wants to get access to the show notes and the deck that I'll be using, all the resources and comments and notes on it, all you need to do is be a free subscriber of our weekly newsletter. And that is our Ingeniosity newsletter. And you can get that at pushbutton.ai/subscribe. I think the link should be down in the description below as well. But you can get the show notes, the deck, any other information we've got about today's training is available totally free, no charge. Just become a member of our Ingeniosity newsletter. And let me get some screen sharing going. Share screen, entire screen over there. Share. Okay. The dogs are very, very excited about all this. And let's see. One second, everybody, while I get the right screen up. Let's see, it is this one here. There it is. Let's go full screen. Let's see, how do I? There it is. Okay. And then I'm just setting up for a recording. So as many of you know, I record these sessions so that we can be releasing this. I'm going to be giving this recording to my content team so that they can edit it up. And we put it in our courses, our trainings. Sometimes we release it on social media, different places. So I'm going to be recording this for use later. So if you see me doing retakes and things like that, that's what's going on there. So we're going to dive into it. And let's see here. Okay. All right, cool. Good. Here I go. There are a lot of people making a lot of money by creating courses and offering them for sale on the internet. And I know what you're thinking. You're probably thinking, well, that might not be for me. I'm not a guru. I'm not an expert. I'm not someone who can create a course. And I'll tell you what, you don't have to be. And I'm going to show you in this video 6 everyday people, not gurus, not experts, just people from everyday walks of life who made a lot of money selling courses online. I'll walk through each and every one. I'll show you how they did it. We'll go into what niche it is. We'll go over their websites. And you're going to see how you could do the exact same thing. So whether you're looking for the perfect side hustle or you want to start a big booming business, I'll tell you, creating, selling, or giving away online courses on the internet is the way to go. So stick with me to the end, by the way. I've got one of these case studies where the guy makes $1 million a month. It's insane. So he's the final one. So stick with us to the end. You'll see that case study along with all the others. And on that, let's dive in. Okay, we're going to go to the screen. And as you can see here, I've got a deck that I've prepared with all of the content from today's video. And if you'd like to download the deck, it's totally 100% free. All we ask is that you subscribe to our weekly Ingeniosity newsletter. I'll put the link to that down in the description below so that you can click that, go subscribe, and the deck and the show notes and all the information from this video will be available to you 100% free. So we're going to go over the 6 ways that everyday people are making money selling online courses. So the first case study that we're going to dive into is the story of Hillary. And Hillary makes $16,000 every month selling courses on how to raise a family. So Hillary makes these courses. They're all about, it's basically all about family. So from childbirth and being pregnant, all the way through raising your family and kids of all ages. And she used her 20 plus years as a nurse to give a little bit of additional insight, right? So beyond just regular family matters, like she can talk about prenatal care, infant health, and things like that. So she took her career and turned it into a highly profitable business. So let's take a look at their website. Oh, bear with me, everybody. Oh, my door just opened. Okay. Sorry, everyone. Just a little distraction. But we'll get right back to it. So note for editor, you can clean that up. Okay. Okay. Here we go. So let's take a look at what her site looks like. That is it here. And one of the things that she does to get traffic is social media and search. Those are the 2 different methods that she uses. And this is my preferred strategy, by the way. So I think that it is really useful to create search engine oriented content, post it on your blog, and then share it in social media. It's a core of how we get traffic. And so over the years, she's put thousands of articles on her site and they rank in Google and they bring her over 28,000 visitors every single month that then buy her courses and consumer content. And you can see here, this is her following over on social media. Here's TikTok. So, and you can see that this is a big deal on terms of her strategy. Now, I don't see the site link. Where did it go? Producer Nick, is there supposed to be a site link on here?
Yeah, I realized I had to send you a different link because the old link I gave you didn't have the links. So I sent it to you over Discord. That should have that version should have the site links in it.
Okay, well, let's take a look here. Oh, it's a whole different presentation. Oh.
Yeah, when I edited it, it made it into a different presentation that had the site links. It's the exact same, except this new link has the site links to go look at.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
All right. Sorry, everybody. A little confusion behind the scenes. Okay, so I'll take two. I'm just going to take this from the top. So note for editor, you can just pick this up and edit it in from the top. So we can see here her courses on her website. Her site is called Pulling Curls, and we'll take a look at that in a minute. It's about pregnancy, parenting, and how to raise a family. And she takes her background as a nurse. This was her career, what she actually did as a job, and she transformed that experience into a very profitable business. And so you can see that here, if we go take a look at her website, we'll go over here. And it's a pretty simple site. And her strategy is very brilliant. It's a traffic strategy that I teach, and that is to create content. And you'll see that her site is loaded with content. So you take your articles that have a chance to rank in search engines. And so you can see here that she's targeting different keyword phrases in this article. And then it's designed to rank in the search engine. But she does something more than that. She actually then goes and puts it in social media. So it's a combination. It's a two-pronged approach where you do social and search, and you double up your traffic, and it works incredibly well. So, and then as you're browsing her content, you can actually see that she's promoting her different courses, okay? Which is pretty awesome. So let's go back here and go here. And so here's a little bit of a look at how she's getting her traffic. As I said, she's creating content that's designed for the search engines, but then shares it in social. And you can see here, she's getting over 28,000 visitors on her site every single month. And then here's an example of her TikTok, right? So she's sharing also that content on other channels. And so that is Hillary's story. And so she took her experience as a nurse and transformed it into a business helping moms and dads with their family. Pretty cool. So next case study is Marlon. And Marlon makes $6,000 a month selling courses on how to make 3D art. And so Marlon also used his career experience. So he is actually a gaming artist. He's a 3D artist that helps video games make their designs and their art. And he created a business, and it's the 3D Art Academy. And it's a suite of courses that teach people how to make 3D art. It's run by him, and it's pretty awesome. So he discovered that there are lots of people, both in his field, but also amateurs and just everyday people who are interested in making 3D art, would buy his courses and give him money. So he's also doing that strategy where he's releasing content in his blog and then out on socials as well. So you can see they've got a pretty good following on social media. And you can see right here, 22,000 followers. And then they're also giving away free trainings. So this is an ideal strategy to combine free blog posts, free trainings, and social media. And what ends up happening is people will happily pay him for the premium paid training. Let's take a look at his website. So here's the 3D Art Academy. You can see the different programs and courses that he has on all the elements of 3D animation and design. Of course, a gallery of his students' work is pretty cool. And yeah, it's pretty simple. And over here, we can see some of the blog posts that they make. So again, this is content here that is optimized and designed to rank in the search engines, but he's sharing it in social media to leverage the two of those strategies combined together. Again, my favorite strategy for getting traffic. All right, let's go back to where we are here. Cool. Which leads us on to case study number 4. This is Sarah. Sarah makes $4,000 a month teaching people how to speak French. Just simple courses on the internet that teach people how to speak French. And that's not bad, right? So if you happen to have something that you happen to be good at, you can teach that to others. Even if it's as simple as you're good at speaking a second language, you can leverage that and turn that into a profitable business. It can be anything about hobbies, interests, careers, skills, anything. You'd be amazed at all the different things that people are paying good money for right now to learn about on the internet. And let's take a look at her website. So here's Accent Unique. And you can see it is in French and English. So let's turn it into English so we can take a look. And why is it not translating it? Now, some of it is translating, some of it it's not. Okay. So anyway, you can see here, there is the course catalog. A lot of what they're teaching. And yeah, so pretty simple website. That's the other thing that you're going to see about many of these businesses is the websites are quite simple. They don't have to be incredibly complicated. They don't have to be incredibly beautiful where you're spending, thousands and thousands of dollars on design. Simple sites that offer value are all you need. So let's head back to the presentation. And we'll move on. Coming down to number 3, this is Susie. And Susie made $37,000 teaching moms how to blog. So Susie has a blog. She just uses her blog and talks about family, talks about her experience as a mother and all about raising her family. And she happened to be kind of successful at it. So she decided that she'd like to teach other moms how to do the same thing. So she created a simple course that's about creating a mommy blog, right? So if anybody who wants to share their experiences as a mother in blogs and social media, she teaches them how to do it. And she did a launch. She did a product launch style promotion and made $37,000 from that. That's pretty cool, right? And so the thing that she does is she has a lot of free courses and free resources that she does. So she gives away lots of great content to her viewers, to her readers, and then all of those things lead into the paid premium courses. All right, coming down to number 2. This one is interesting because this is an example of what could be a side hustle. So if you're interested in creating a little bit of side income, a little side hustle that you can do in addition to what you're doing now, in addition to your job or current business, and you just like to make an extra $1,000 a month. Well, here's an example right here. Tom did it all while teaching people how to speak Mandarin. So it's just a simple course about how to speak Chinese. And the funny thing about this business is it's called Mandarin Monkey, by the way. And in their, they did a podcast as well as part of their promotional strategy. So they just talk about speaking Mandarin and about, giving examples and just talking about learning. And they've had 1 million downloads of that podcast. Okay. And let's take a look at their site. So there we go. So you can sign in for a free class. Here's a free opt-in for the to get more free information. And they have a lot of different stuff. So one of the things that you'll notice here, so here you got monthly pricing. So they're charging a set amount per month to have access to the training. And again, they leveraged a skill that they had and just teach others about it. Let's take a look at their blog. So again, you can see more examples of sharing content on the blog for free, which then leads into more free content that you can register and download and access more free content, which then leads into the paid courses. And again, that is another recurring theme that you're seeing here. All right, let's move on. And I want to remind you before we get to the number one case study that is incredibly impressive, that this deck, all the resources and any show notes that we might have are available to you for free. Just head on over to the link in the description, sign up for our Ingeniosity newsletter. It's totally free and you'll have access to this slide deck. Case study number one. So Steve makes $1 million a month selling courses on dog training. And I like to do demonstrations and examples of building courses on this topic because I think a lot of people can relate to it. And it's a very simple example. So a lot of times I'll be doing demos of how to build course websites, and I'll use the dog training niche as an example. And here's someone, well, again, a pretty straightforward, pretty simple thing, and he's making $1 million a month. And as you can see here, the different things that they have on their site. Again, free and paid information. The free information acts like bait, lures the people to the website, and then they join the subscriber list and have a chance to buy. So this has been going on quite a long time. So Steve has been at this for a while. And you can see $1 million a month. That's certainly not standard. Most people don't ever make that much money, but it is exciting, right? These extraordinary results are like my inspiration. So I get very inspired and excited when I see information like this. But so you've seen now 6 examples where you do not have to be a guru. You do not have to have some kind of specialized training, or you don't have to have 1 million followers necessarily to do this. It's something that is available to people from all walks of life. Let me just pull myself back up here. Okay. Note for our editor, you can obviously clean all this up. All right. So now that you've seen those examples, you can see how powerful this is. But beyond the idea that everyday people can build and sell courses online, we now have the tools available in AI that can make this easier, faster, and better than ever. And I've got one called PushButton AI. It's a push button business builder, and it can build a business just like the 6 that we just looked at. It can build you an entire business exactly like that in your niche market, in any topic, any strategy that you might want to apply. It will build it, launch it, install the website, do the design, write all of the copy, write your courses, create your emails for your email marketing, do your logo. It does all of it. And you can just kick up your feet and let it go to town. Now, of course, if you want to be involved and edit and improve and make it even better, you can do that as well. But that is our amazing software called PushButton AI. And tonight, I'm doing a free masterclass that you can have access to. So to get access to that, we're going to be live. We'll be going over. Let me see. I'm going to do a retake on this. And right now that you can register for a free live, okay, I'm going to do this again. Take like 17. And right now you can register to attend our masterclass where I'm going to go in detail of exactly how you can use this amazing software to build instant businesses that you can be up, running, and profitable. And it's all covered in the free masterclass. You can register for it, attend. You can just head on over to pushbutton.ai/free class. That's pushbutton.ai/free class. I'll link that in the description down below as well, and you'll be able to go and check that out. And it is a webinar where I do a deep dive into these 6 examples and several others. I'll show you how guys like Mike Tyson, the boxer, how he even created a course on how to succeed as a businessman and made a ton of money. Even gigantic corporate enterprises like CNBC, the news company, are selling courses on the internet. It's something that from whether you have a business that you want to add this to, or whether you want to start a brand new business, and maybe you have no experience. Maybe you're not a guru. You're not an expert. You just have the dream of wanting a new business. Check out the free masterclass. It'll go in detail on how you can do just that. All right, we're going to clip it there. And then for my live audience, for if you want to attend tonight, I'm going to be live again after we'll be on here for a little bit more. And then tonight we're going to do the deep dive, and I'm going to get into detail. We're going to go over PushButton AI. I'll do some live demos, and we're going to dig a little deeper into this concept of how do you build course businesses with AI and in a way that anyone can do it, whether you're an expert or not. Okay. Okay, awesome. Cool. I think that is it for this one. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to go to the audience questions. So live audience, those of you who are here, if you're a channel subscriber, you can pop your questions into the chat. Channel subscribing is free. Just click that red subscribe button that you see down below if you're not currently a subscriber, and then you'll be able to ask questions here on our live broadcast. So yeah, just ask those questions. Any questions you've got about using AI, about building courses, any of the case studies that I showed, anything at all, you can ask that now. And then we'll be right back, and I'm going to answer all of your questions. So what we're going to do next, I will take a very quick commercial break, and then we're going to be right back to answer all of your questions.
The presidents, celebrities, or characters in this video are all fake and generated by artificial intelligence.
You know, the other day while I was resting my eyes, I woke up to find that I'd built an entire online business.
Really, Joe? How'd you manage to do that?
Well, you see,
Wait a minute, Sleepy Joe. Let me guess. You had PushButton AI do all the work, didn't you?
That's right, Donald. It found me a fantastic domain name, built out a complete site, set up my shopping cart so I can get paid, and even wrote an entire email sales campaign for me, all while I was napping.
Well, I've been using PushButton AI too. And believe me, my new business, it's huge. The best. So much winning, you wouldn't believe.
This PushButton AI sounds phenomenal.
Oh, it is. It's almost as genius as I am.
But with better hair, no doubt.
Guys, all this talk is boring to me. What everyone needs to do is click the link of this video and go to the masterclass to see how to use this powerful technology to build their own profitable online business.
Well, if Elon says it, it must be worth a shot.
You're right, Barry. Everyone should click the link right now.
I can't believe I'm going to agree with Joe, but this masterclass sounds like it's going to be huge. Absolutely terrific. The best masterclass ever given, probably.
Okay, guys, how about we hit that link? Time is money.
And I'm back. For some of you, YouTube is doing its ad break. So some of you might be gone for just a couple of seconds while YouTube shows you some advertising. And I'm going to have some coffee.
We have some cool questions, by the way. I'm kind of excited to see how you'll answer these questions.
Well, I'm excited to answer them. So yeah, let's do it.
All right. Okay. First one is, well, this is more of a comment than a question, but they say, thanks for the case studies, Bill. After doing my market and keyword research, I'm using your advice to make my own course and affiliate site on WordPress teaching art.
Oh, fantastic. That's cool.
I think that's a good niche for info products and courses, personally.
Well, I mean, it's a classic example. You know, I remember as a kid, I used to read these science. I used to get a weekly science fiction magazine or comic books, and you would see right in the back of them. This is obviously way before the internet. Courses for sale that you could buy on how to draw. Right. I was very fascinated with those, yeah. So I think it's a timeless thing. I've seen. I do a lot of study of old ads going back into the the 30s, the 20s, and even back into the 1800s, looking at advertising, and going way back, all the way back. It's like a timeless thing. I have seen people selling how to draw courses going back all that time. And so I think it's as evergreen as it gets. And I think it's a fantastic idea.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think people get weirded out by courses because I think it's like a new thing that's like untested. But correspondence courses have been a thing for like, what, a century? Like longer?
Yeah.
They'd have courses on photography or, you know, all kinds of things.
Well, I mean, a lot of people know that I talk about this guy. Let's see, let me find. I happen to have these sitting at my desk. Where did the other one go? Oh, okay, here it is. I'm missing one of them for some reason, but this guy here. So E. Haldeman Julius is his name, and he sold hundreds of millions of books, little booklets like this one. Right? This is an example of one. And this is going back about 105 years ago, is when he was at the height of his little business empire. And 105 years ago, he was selling little booklets like this. And many of them were courses. They were teaching people how to do things. And I would bet in his catalog, he probably has how to draw courses in there, or how to be an artist. And so, yeah, that's an example. When you talk about correspondence courses, they were as simple as this at times, where you just buy the little booklet, go through the training, and then you had the correspondence courses where it could be over time, where you could send your lessons in and then you would get the next lesson, and you'd send your lesson in, get the next lesson, all through the mail. So now we can do that, the exact same thing. In fact, that's the style of course businesses that our system sets up. It breaks your course down into 12 lessons. And then your customers do one lesson at a time. And if you want to, you can even put quizzes in them where after they pass the lesson or after they do a lesson, you can have a quiz before they could go on to the next lesson. It's a pretty cool strategy. So what else we got?
This is a good one from Veronica. She says, I work as a customer service rep. How can I turn something like this into a course? Does the course have to be something I know about?
Well, it could be, if you have experience, like I'm going to imagine a few things. I don't know all the details of you and your life, right? But let's say you've been in the field of customer service for some time. And let's say you had a career that, is a good career. Yes, you could make an entire course about how to land the best customer service job, how to get the most amount of pay, how to get the most amount of benefits, how to move up in the structure within the customer service unit of a business. Like that actually would be a viable course. It really would be. But you don't have to do that. You could also go with hobbies or interests. There's probably a hobby that you enjoy. Well, you can do a course around that, and you don't have to be an expert at it. That's the thing I think that so many people underappreciate, is that if it's something that you're excited about and you're sort of curious about it, you're learning about a topic, you're curious about a topic, and then you can share what you learn in the form of a course with your audience. And then, of course, you have AI that can fill in the gaps. With our AI tools, it will make a course. And I can't tell you how many times I've had experts, like real experts who have been in their field for 20, 30 years. They come to me and tell me that the AI created better content than they could have. So you can pick literally any topic, even one you don't know anything about, and the AI can build a valuable, helpful course about that topic. So what I would recommend is, sure, if you have something that you know about and that you're interested in, then that would be a great topic for a course, but it doesn't have to be. And in fact, we did a video exactly on this topic, right? So if you haven't seen my video on Ikigai, you probably go, what the heck is Ikigai? So Ikigai is a Japanese, I guess I'll call it a philosophy or way of life or way of kind of making decisions. And I think it is the perfect way to pick your niche market. So I did a whole video breakdown of this. It's on the channel, right, Nick? I think it's on the YouTube channel.
Yeah, I also just popped a link in. So that makes it easier.
Awesome. So I'd recommend you watch that video on Ikigai And any topic that you come up with, you can turn into a course business. You really can.
Yeah, and then I know you've talked about like the Oprah Winfrey model, like curating experts, even though you're not yourself an expert.
Mm-hmm.
I have purchased courses where the host of the course only speaks or gives like 10 to 20% from him.
Mm-hmm.
And then the rest, he just calls in his friends or he cold emails an expert. And then he has them come on the course and, give a workshop or a module. So I don't know, if for some reason you don't feel qualified or you don't want to deliver the course, you could always do something like that. Haven't you done that in the past where you kind of like co-create courses with experts in the area?
Yeah, indeed I have. Yeah, we have an entire course that we sold for, I think it was $1,400. It's not currently for sale, but we sold it for years. And the whole course, most of it was me interviewing experts. Yeah.
Oh, wow. I think that's an interesting model because I kind of understand the concern where it's like, well, I'm not an expert. How am I going to teach other people? I think this model is like it's like a stepping stone into, feeling more confident as an expert if you want to produce your first info product.
Exactly. Next question.
Yes. Okay. So this is from another person, and they're responding to Veronica's question about being a customer service rep. So here's what they say. No, you don't have to be an expert. It's curious. Bill has said that before. Use ChatGPT to assist you in the market research and content creation. So I want to know if you have any contribution there.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I think as long as it's something that you're curious about and that you can have enough interest to keep you going. So here's the thing that you don't want to do, right? So you don't want to do a course on something. Maybe you're really knowledgeable about it, but you're burned out and you hate it. Don't do a course on that. You could be the most brilliant expert ever, but if you dislike the topic, right? Let's say it's a career that you're burned out and you want to move on and you don't like it. Well, don't start a business in something you don't like. Also, don't start a business in something that you care literally nothing about, okay? Here's why. Every business has adversity. It takes time. It takes overcoming challenges. It takes persistence. And I can't tell you how many businesses that I've started out that didn't start out with a boom. They take off and everything's very exciting. It was a grind of constant work, constant improvement, changing, adjusting, adapting, and then boom, having profitability. And if I was in a market or a business that I cared nothing about, it's hard to stay motivated. It's hard to stay interested. And what I find is that most people quit. So they never reach success because it's something that, let's say some guru somewhere told you that the hot market is crypto. So you should do a course on cryptocurrency, but you personally don't care anything about it. You're not going to stick with it long enough to ever achieve success. You're going to drop it. So I find that by having that perfect combination of it being something I'm curious about and at least interested in enough that's going to keep me going, then I have something that I can succeed with.
I like that. This is a good question from Ben Vidima. He says, I made an unlaunched website for senior fitness. Any comments?
I like that. I think that is definitely, in a lot of my trainings, I talk about helping people solve their problems, right, and achieve their goals. And I think that there are some very important and very emotional problems attached to people as they age, especially people who maybe they didn't take care of themselves well. And for whether it's because of illnesses or injury or weight, or there's like a million different variations of this, but now they are not in good shape. They want to be able to feel better. They want to be able to look better. They want to be able to exercise, and they don't really know how to go about it, at an older age. And I think that would be a really awesome course to make. Yeah. To help people with those issues, that would be awesome.
Yeah, and to drive traffic to that offer, I think this is a niche that's super compatible with short form content. I see and consume a lot of content in the fitness niche and the health niche, where it's just like 60 seconds talking about how to do an exercise correctly, or 60 seconds about a dietary supplement. So if you're comfortable making that kind of content, you could probably use that as your primary traffic vehicle. You know what? And you don't even have to, I just realized you don't even have to show up on camera, because there's a lot of things you can do with AI where you just don't have to. So that's my 2 cents.
Yeah. I think a lot of people don't necessarily want to be on camera, which you could totally do that without being on camera. In fact, our PushButton AI system can create your lessons. Like if you want to be able to create training lessons and you want to be able to make video versions of those lessons, but you don't want to be on camera, it'll do that for you. It creates them for you. So I'll take a moment. I'll plug again our masterclass that we're doing tonight. So I'm going to be coming back. I will be live again. So a lot of live broadcasting today, but I'll be back again live in just a couple of hours. In fact, let's see, what time is it? It is in exactly 2 hours. Well, 2 hours and 13 minutes from now. I'll be back live again, and we're going to do a deep dive into this topic. I'm going to talk about our PushButton AI software. I'll show some demos. I'll show you how you can build businesses like this yourself. Now, you will need to register to attend that, but it's free. Just go to pushbutton.ai/free class to register for that. We've pinned that in the comments. And that's where you can join us. We'll be back again live in 2 hours and 12 minutes. Cool. And then what I want to do really super quick is we're going to take another fast commercial break. And then we'll be right back with more of your questions. And this time we're going to open it up to ask me anything. So if you'd like me to take a look at one of your websites and give some critiques or advice, you'd like to run by an ad campaign that you're struggling with, you want to talk about advice about anything. It could be about courses. It could be about our PushButton AI software, or anything that has to do with you succeeding as an entrepreneur. Ask me those questions now, and then we'll be right back after this commercial break, and I'll answer all your questions.
You know you can now launch your own online business with the click of a mouse? Sounds crazy, right? Guess what? It's now possible thanks to our game-changing AI software that's helping beginners build a successful online business. If you have tried and failed at building an online business, or you've got no idea where to start, there is good news for you. We are entering a new exciting era of AI, and I'm here to teach you how to use it to build and grow an online business. Because I'm handing you a blueprint, a business in a box powered by AI, and it's called PushButton AI. Imagine a tool so smart it does all the heavy lifting for you. Builds an info product business, sets up hosting, launches the website, and even crafts engaging email sequences. Here's the thing. This isn't like anything else out there, and this is based on what's working right now. PushButton AI is based on my experience of generating over $100 million over the last 20 years and helping over 81,942 customers build and grow their own online businesses. If you'd like to find out more about this, register now and dive into my free live demo to uncover strategies and traffic tricks that will pivot your business and skyrocket your online business from surviving to thriving. Imagine what your life would look like today if you bought Bitcoin when it was $1. You now have the same opportunity with PushButton AI since nobody else is doing this. Don't miss out this time.
And we're back. At least some of us are. We have YouTube doing its little ad break. So some of you might be seeing some ads, and some of you are seeing me. You never know when YouTube's going to show you an ad. And by the way, if you would like to ask questions and get any entrepreneurial advice about starting, growing your business, then definitely subscribe to the channel, because that's what will unlock the chat. So if you want to submit a chat question, some commentary, then give the channel a subscription. And it's totally free. Just tap the red subscribe button, and then you'll be able to ask us questions in the live chat. With that, we'll go back to Q&A. So producer Nick, what else we got?
Another really good question. This one's from Lana. She says, I sell a study manual for a board exam for a niche. It sells well, and I considered making a course to go along with it, but the information will be pretty much the same. So would it be valuable?
Yeah, I think so. I definitely think so. I think especially if you do a quiz in between your lessons, that would, that interactivity and the virtual nature of it would be fantastic. So I think it's definitely worth doing personally.
I've seen people do that where they'll have an info product that's essentially just theory. It's like a book or something.
Mm-hmm.
And then they'll have an upsell. Let's say the book's like $50. Then they'll have a course that's like $500 to $1,000. And it's literally just the theory of the book plus a little bit of practical. And I think people are willing to pay a lot of money to get that practical from an expert. Because I think theory can only take you so far. If you have a course with hands-on practical stuff, I think that could be something people pay a lot of money for, in my opinion.
Cool.
All right. There's one more.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Veronica says, is there a special chat GPT needed to develop a course? Will a masterclass be recorded?
So the masterclass will be recorded. I don't know. We haven't decided if we're going to make a replay available. So if you can attend, if you can at all make it work to attend tonight, definitely do that. I can't promise that there'll be a recording posted. I know we are recording it. Whether we'll post it or not, I can't say for sure. And you don't need to use ChatGPT. That's the beauty of the PushButton AI technology. So with our technology that, because ChatGPT, you have to chat back and forth, and there's a lot of back and forth chatting and copying and pasting and a lot of additional manual steps. You can do it that way, but instead, if you get access to our PushButton AI software, you answer a couple of questions and then it does all of that work for you. So you don't have to chat with ChatGPT. You fill in it's a little form, you can answer 2 questions, you hit a button, and then the rest of it is just done for you. And it does everything from creating and writing the course to publishing your website, writing all of your sales materials, writing your sales emails. It makes a logo for your site. It does all that stuff. Imagine it's like an army of AIs. They call them agents, right? So there's these AI agents, and there's one that's great at design, one that does the install of your website, one that writes your sales copy, one that creates the outline for your course, another one that makes videos for your course, and they all get to work, this big, massive team of AIs, and they assemble your whole business and put it online for you. That's basically what it does. But attend the masterclass if you can, and I'll show it to you. I'll do some demos, and you can see what that's all about.
All right, and then this is a follow-up from Veronica, because you suggested you can make courses surrounded around your hobbies, and she followed up with this. She says, like crocheting and gardening.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome. Yeah, that brings us to a close on the questions. We're all caught up.
All right, fantastic. Well, I think something that's interesting to me is how underappreciated the idea of doing an online course really is. And I think it's something that I personally believe that almost every business, regardless of the type of business, you should have a course. So even if you're creating a course that you're going to give away to your customers as an extra value add, when they buy something, they get a course that goes along with that. Or whether you give that course away for free to attract leads and subscribers and potential future customers. All right, you saw in our training we did today how there's a recurring theme of people putting out free content, then having free little mini courses, and then that leads to paid courses. So it's sort of like this funnel, so to speak, where you start with Again, free blog content, free courses, and then graduating into paid courses. And that is such a good way to do this. And you can add that model to any business. You could be selling maybe you're a store that sells mountain bikes. You can still do this and make a really effective way to attract potential customers. Let's say it's a course about, a guide about all of the local mountain biking trails near your location. That's a course. You can still create that and give it away for free to attract potential customers who would buy your mountain bikes from you, right? Let's say you're a chiropractor who specializes in spinal decompression. Well, you could do a course all about spine care and taking care of your back to prevent having issues that you need to come to the chiropractor for, right? And again, you could give that away to attract customers. Or you could sell it. If you wanted it to be a new profit center for your business, you could sell that. So just about every business, it's very rare that someone could bring me a type of a business that I don't think wouldn't benefit from having either selling or giving away a course. It's an incredibly profitable thing. And when you give them away, it also provides goodwill with your prospects. Right? So if you're attracting people to your site through your blog posts and through social media, and then you're giving them free courses, it builds a lot of trust. It builds rapport, like where they begin to like you, they begin to know you better, and it results in a better long-term customer. It's just such an amazing business model. But yeah, with that, we're going to kick it back for a final round of questions. So this is the final wrap-up round. So if you have any commentary, by the way, how did you like today's show? Did you guys get a little bit of info, a little bit of value? You have fun hanging out with me today? How was it? But we're going to go to final round of questions. And then Producer Nick, didn't we drop a new video today on the channel? I want to release
just going to mention that.
Yeah. So we'll release the link in just a minute, but what's the topic of that video?
It's how to build a mailing list for free. It's all about the commission chain reaction strategy.
So we've been kind of talking about that a little bit. So, all right, well, in just a few minutes, we'll be dropping the link to a video that hit the channel today. And as you heard producer Nick say, it's all about how to build a subscriber list for free, right? It's great training. So you'll want to see that. We're going to drop that link as we wrap up here in just a couple of minutes. But and you have the special link?
I do.
Okay, fantastic. All right. Well, I wanted to give enough time for any other questions to straggle in. If there are any that came in, again, I'm happy to do critiques of your sites, give you advice about traffic strategies, niches that you might be thinking about, whatever it might be. It's my mission to help you succeed as an entrepreneur. That's my personal mission in life. I know to some people that might sound strange, but for me, it's something I'm incredibly passionate about. I want to help as many entrepreneurs as I can. So give me your questions, anything I can help with. Let's do that now before we wrap up. Anything else come in?
All right. So we had, I'm just skimming real quick. No. Okay. Well, fantastic. So on that note, we're going to be wrapping up today's show, but we have this very powerful training, and producer Nick, if you could drop that into the chat panel right now, I'd highly recommend you go check that out and do me a favor. So all of my, those of you who enjoy these shows, I got a little favor to ask. Go watch that video and drop me a comment. Give me your biggest takeaway or biggest question that you have from that video. So after you've watched it, if there's anything in particular that you've learned, I'd love to hear what your biggest takeaway is, or your biggest question, or heck, just pop over there and give me a big hello. Just say, jump over there and say hi to me over in that video. But we'll drop the link in there. Go check out that other video.
And your comments, your engagement over there, your likes, all the rest, it helped the channel. So I'd love to give that video a little bit of a boost. So if you can go check that video out once we wrap up here and head out. But with that, I want to remind you, I'll be live again in exactly 2 hours from now. We'll be back with our masterclass about how to create your own online course using our AI tools. And I'm going to go into the case studies that we talked about today and a bunch more. So come join me in 2 hours. And with that, we're going to be wrapping things up. So producer Nick, thanks for your help. And I've got a final joke. Are you ready?
Let's hear it.
Why did the chicken join a band?
Why?
Because it had the drumsticks.
All right.
Oh, did I strike out this week?
Yeah, unfortunately. Better than the first one. But,
okay, all right. So what do you give it? Scale of 1 to 10. What is that one rate?
Like a 4.3.
4.3, okay. Audience, what do you think? I like, today's jokes were incredibly stupid, but I liked them. I actually, whatever, corny jokes, I liked them.
We had like 3 shows where the jokes were on fire, so we couldn't keep the streak going forever. It was bound to happen. Well,
statistically, I guess I had to have some bad jokes, right?
Yeah.
The audience disagrees. They like it.
Man, I hope I'm not being like grouchy. Maybe I'm being negative about it.
Oh, I got 3 8s. Wow.
This is one of the first times.
The stupid jokes are the best. I agree. All right. Well, awesome. Well, on that note, producer Nick, thanks again for your help today. And all of you, thank you so much for tuning in. Be sure you go check out that video. It's in the chat right now. Go pop over, go give it a watch. Drop in, at least say hi in the comments of the video for the YouTube algorithm. And, and with that, we'll wrap things up today. So we'll see you maybe in 2 hours, I hope. Bye for now.
Did you know you can now launch your own online business with the click of a mouse? Sounds crazy, right? Guess what? It's now possible thanks to our game-changing AI software that's helping beginners build a successful online business. If you have tried and failed at building an online business or you've got no idea where to start, there is good news for you. We are entering a new exciting era of AI, and I'm here to teach you how to use it to build and grow an online business. Because I'm handing you a blueprint, a business in a box powered by AI, and it's called PushButton AI. Imagine a tool so smart it does all the heavy lifting for you. Builds an info product business, sets up hosting, launches the website, and even crafts engaging email sequences. Here's the thing. This isn't like anything else out there, and this is based on what's working right now. PushButton AI is based on my experience of generating over $100 million over the last 20 years and helping over 81,942 customers build and grow their own online businesses. If you'd like to find out more about this, register now and dive into my free live demo to uncover strategies and traffic tricks that will pivot your business and skyrocket your online business from surviving to thriving. Imagine what your life would look like today if you bought Bitcoin when it was $1. You now have the same opportunity with PushButton AI since nobody else is doing this. Don't miss out this time.
So why didn't the oyster donate to charity? Because they're shellfish. Not yet a member of PushButton AI, then what are you doing? So I would like to invite you to a free masterclass. We're going to be covering in detail how to create an entire digital online course, an entire business, in fact, that can be set up 100% using AI. And if you'd like to attend that free masterclass, what you're going to want to do is head over right now to pushbutton.ai/free class. In that class, I'm going to show you how we can help 2 different kinds of people. Number 1, if you've got a business and you want to add training, courses, or information to your existing business as a new profit center, or maybe a way to add value to your customers, then I'm going to show you how to do a detailed 10-module training course including 50 to 60,000 words of content. Have it set up and built for you by AI. Also, if you're trying to start your first business online and you're looking for a great business model to make some money online, then PushButton AI is the right solution. And I'll show you how you can use this amazing tool to build an entire business like that. In a snap, PushButton AI will build an entire course for you, create video training, audio training, write your sales page for you, write 30 days of emails for you, create your logo, build your website, set up your shopping cart, set the entire thing up, create a members area so that people can pay you to get access to the course, and you get to charge money and keep all the profits. It's quite easy. You answer 2 questions and you hit a button and it literally does everything for you. A logo, a 30-day email sequence, your sales pages for selling your product. It creates the entire training course that you can charge money for. It installs your website, sets up your hosting, launches your site. It even helps you pick the perfect domain name, all powered by AI. You just literally log in and start up your brand new business. So attend the free masterclass. I'll show you a live demo of how it works. I'll explain the entire business model so you can see exactly how does it work and how do you profit. That's pushbutton.ai/free class. Don't forget, hit the subscribe button. You'll see it down below the video down there somewhere. Hit subscribe, hit the like button. It actually will make sure that you're notified next time that we go live. We release content all throughout the week, by the way. So we have videos on additional strategies and tactics we'll be dropping to you all week long. Check out all of our useful content. Head over to pushbutton.ai/free class if you're not yet a customer. Every paying customer, we're going to be taking today's training. We'll take all the prompts, all the resources, everything that you need to use it, and we're going to put it in your paid members area. So you'll see it in your AI profits course inside your members area. On that note, I'll see you there. Bye for now.
The presidents, celebrities, or characters in this video are all fake and generated by artificial intelligence.
You know, the other day while I was resting my eyes, I woke up to find that I'd built an entire online business.
Really, Joe? How'd you manage to do that?
Well, you see,
Wait a minute, Sleepy Joe. Let me guess. You had PushButton AI do all the work, didn't you?
That's right, Donald. It found me a fantastic domain name, built out a complete site, set up my shopping cart so I can get paid, and even wrote an entire email sales campaign for me, all while I was napping.
Well, I've been using PushButton AI too. And believe me, my new business, it's huge. The best. So much winning. You wouldn't believe.
This PushButton AI sounds phenomenal.
Oh, it is. It's almost as genius as I am.
But with better hair, no doubt.
Guys, all this talk is boring to me. What everyone needs to do is click the link of this video and go to the masterclass to see how to use this powerful technology to build their own profitable online business.
Well, if Elon says it, it must be worth a shot.
You're right, Barry. Everyone should click the link right now.
I can't believe I'm going to agree with Joe, but this masterclass sounds like it's going to be huge. Absolutely terrific. The best masterclass ever given, probably.
Okay, guys, how about we hit that link? Time is money.